and welcome to another reaction review video with me, Nina Schofield. Today is all about CHARLI XCX. This is a video you have been, I don't know how many times this has been requested, but it must have been one of my most requested videos of all time. So obviously I'm going to do it, and I'm just sorry it's taking so long. Sorry guys. So, pop music, my fave. Gotta be a good album. Hopefully, fingers crossed it is. I have really been enjoying the singles that CHARLI has been releasing so far. My absolute favourite of which is Gone, which is her collaboration with Christine and the Queens, who happens to be one of my favourite artists. So I'm kind of hoping that that level of creativity and the amazingness of the songwriting that went into that song is throughout this whole record. Let's see if it is. You ready? Let's go. That's a cool synth sound. That bass underneath is super heavy. Loads of attitude in that vocal. I like that almost choir sound that's also come in. Drums. This vocal is all on one level. I can't hear exactly what CHARLI is saying, so I'm going to look up what the lyrics are in this song. I go hard, I go fast, and I never look back. Blue and pink like the sky. I go speeding on the highway. Might die. Windows down and just vibe. So this whole thing is kind of like a real moment in time where I feel like she is driving down the highway and she's feeling some kind of way. Almost that she feels invincible in a way. Interesting backing vocals. It's like a loop. Auto-tune. Gotta have some auto-tune with CHARLI. Nice high vocals. So now we've just got a gentle synth in her vocal. Nice delay. What's interesting about that song is that she keeps herself on a level. So this song is called Next Level and her vocal is kept at the same volume throughout the whole track, and I think that's done on purpose to kind of say to us, I am here and if you want to join me then let's get to track 2, which happens to be Gone, my favourite. That is an awesome bassy synth sound. Little staccato, little detached. That clap sound's quite dry. And it doesn't come in exactly where you think, that bass sound. There's a lot of space. And there's this, I love that, but there's this synth in the background that to me almost sounds like the musical equivalent of the ocean in a way. I don't know, it just feels that way to me, which I think kind of makes sense with the lyrics in the chorus, which we'll get to in a second. So, why do we keep when the water runs? So I think that's saying, why do we keep going through this when we're crying, when it's causing us pain? And that's where I think that almost watery synth comes in. So mistaken. This song. I'm already gone, baby. I like how they blend their voices together in this song as well. So we had that break from the bass there, and then Christine's part comes in vocally, but it's cool that all of the different parts in this song are almost give and take, you know, we don't have too much of them, they have space, they come out, they come back in, there's a lot of this interweaving with it all. And there's a reverse sound on Christine's vocal there. There's these heavy synths that just, they really hit you in here. Now they sound like they're in a cave. But in a second it's going to come forward. So good. And this kind of outro, sampled vocal sounds, hits on the drum. And her vocal sounds like she's underwater there. That kick drum's almost falling over itself. What a tune! Okay, Cross You Out. Another one of the singles we've seen with Sky Ferreira. Heavy. This bass sound coming up. This upwards drunken sound. And the vocal is growing up as well. I love that. And that breathy vocal from Sky. So now not only have we got these bass sounds, we've also got this krrr. It kind of sounds like metal that's being crunched or moved. You know that sound that's really awkward but interesting to listen to? So that's a really unique layer in this song. When you're not around, when you're not around, you're not around, when you're not detached, and that vocal harmony underneath is cool. Yeah, yeah. Rhythmic vocals. Where are our drums? There they are. And that's kind of an interesting vocal that in your chorus you introduce the smoother, the legato, when you're not around, when you're not around, and then you go into a more detached, when you're not around, taking your vocal idea but already making it different in the, you know, the space of 5-10 seconds makes it a rhythmically very interesting track. And the vocal distortion that's really evident at the end of that song, you can really hear that there. And I think that song's kind of saying, you know, well, obviously saying when you're not around, I'm able to get over you, but when you're there, it's harder to do that. And, you know, out of sight, out of mind. 1999. That is a great technique, because if you introduce your chorus straight away, that bit gets into the listener's head. That's what we immediately think of when we think of this song, and so by the time you get to the next chorus, you already kind of know what's coming and you're into it. It's a great writing technique. Those O's are right at the front. Oh, there's not one there. Kind of garage bass line. Woo! Back to 1999. Troy. Oh, two things. I like that synth, but also, can you hear how Troy has layered his vocals? So he has the octave above and the octave below. We've seen it time and time again. You've heard me talk about this. It's a really popular technique in pop music. I like the piano as well. I just wanna go back. Nice held notes. So we've got this outro vocal interweaves with our chorus. Like that little low touch that we have at the end of that track. Click! Kim Petras, Tony Cash. Another heavy bass. I mean, this record is heavy bass central. You want to listen to a record with a lot of heavy bass? CHARLI XCX, thank you very much. Oh, timing, what is going on? There is so much going on here. More awkward sounds, more crushing, stretching, weird sounds, interweaved with a lot of percussive elements that seem random, but I guess actually listening to it as a whole, it does make sense, but there is so much going on, it's difficult to pinpoint exact things. A lot of reverse sounds as well. It's almost like the vocal is in a battle with the instrumental. Oh, a break. This is an aggressive track in a way. Oh, and then, so when Tommy Cash comes in, we have this. Every single part of this song does have its own thing going on instrumentally, but it all still has this attack feel. Even that vocal. Radio vocal effect. Distortion. Well, that's unpleasant. I mean, that's not something you're going to listen to in the bath when you're having a nice relaxing day, is it? Next is Warm. You gotta tell me the reason, but we could Heavily processed vocals. It's almost drawing us in, this intro. And now it's more confidently showing us this melody. To me, it's clear the influences from artists like Post Malone and maybe even Drake with Charlie's melody writing. I feel like I really get that from a couple of the songs that we've heard so far, but also then all the pop stuff. That bass sound has a very hard, high frequency onset. Tell me the reason why. Lots of vocal layering. Again, we've pulled back. This is a very 80s sounding synth. I like its pattern. This whole song has a lot of push and pull, a lot of moving in, a lot of moving back out again. And these sounds of birds, I think it is. Oh. Timing. What was going on there? Definitely speeding up and falling over itself. Very interesting. Thoughts? Whoa. Oh, well, that's uncomfortable. That's like feeling drunk in a sound. More drunk sounds. That is an instantly great lyric. Driving around in Hollywood, all I can think about is you. The song's called Thoughts, and already I have an idea of what it's going to be about. There you can really hear the auto-tune effect. It's this clear cut. Nothing gets through that auto-tune. It's turned up so high. Am I gonna relapse? I like the space in between those phrases. Very soft. Have you noticed how the further on we go in this song, the more that background synth is coming down? So it started out really high frequency, now it's kind of pushing itself down. And now it's fully gone. Now everything's back up there. This vocal is like an instrumental part. Really, almost like a flute. Blame it on your love. I like that we're on one chord and there's this doom, 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 doom. It just drives the song forward. So much snare work happening. Love that drop. Now the chords are changing. It feels like we're almost building in this chorus to get to that drop. A lot of reverse sounds as well. We just have that, and these vocal layers, you know, there's so many going on, it's hard to keep up with it all. I like that ending. White and Mercedes. Clicks. Oh, clicks and a got a suit of armor on, you'll never see me cry. I hate the silence. That's where that vulnerability that Charlie doesn't want to show comes across in this song. She wears this shield. You're never going to see me cry. Soft vocal delivery. Delay on that snare. Strings. So this to me is talking about this relationship where she doesn't feel good enough for the other person because she's got so many things going on with herself, and this other person still is just giving. The bass. Guitar. We've got the chugging but also open electric guitar sound. I like this turnaround at the end. So good! Silver Cross. So we've we've really moved away from the heavy bass sounds starting our songs, and now there's a lot more of these high frequency noises that are coming in. Plucky sounds, and almost uncomfortable. Now those detached sounds are a little further back, vocal forward. Oh, damn, dirty. We've got these sensations building within the drums as well, and I think what this song is saying, that she's with this person lying on her chest, she's comforting them, wearing a silver cross, and they're stuck in this moment in time, and nothing matters but this moment. She's going to protect this person. Nice drop. It's almost like Psycho. You know? So much going on. What's interesting is that the vocal is way up front with all of the instrumental sounds. Oh, well, that's not what I expected that song to end with. Whoa! Reverb on that snare. Kick drum. Prison cell in your mind. There's a lot of reverb in this track so far. A lot. Everywhere. And also we're really hanging on this one chord. Oh, and now we've changed. This is our album ballad. Here it is. Oh! I like this. Another great example of space in a melody. Charlie, your high vocals are popping. Beautiful, ethereal feel to this song. Wait, if she's saying, I don't want to know why you die, and then screaming at angels, is this literally talking to someone who has died? Let me look at the lyrics. Oh, it's what you've done. See, sometimes when you hear a vocal that high, it's difficult to actually hear what they're saying. Fighting the tears back, fighting to make you stay, screaming at angels. So actually, what's happened is, she's been with someone who has done something. Kisses that should have been mine. She just doesn't want to hear it. Ignorance is bliss. I love that bass coming in there. Oh. Half-time drums. Super fragile vocal delivery. Beautiful song. Really like that. Oh, I like those chord movements. Unrelenting, that. Are you listening to Charlie's vocal here? The effect that's on it is like a small room vibe, so it's almost as if she's singing it live and the sound is just reflecting off the walls of that room. These are the things that can make us official. Like an upright bass. Pulsating, really pulsating. Stuff could make us official, so tell all your friends 'cause we're going official. There was a lot going on there, and I'm sure it's about to continue in the same vein, but a lot going on that was slightly offbeat, or one thing was coming in here and then something was coming in on beat 3, but then the other thing was coming in on beat 4. Weird arrangement, but I'm here for it. We've got clicks. Oh, we did. Chocolate marble cake. These are the things that can make us official. I shake it, oh. I shake it all on you, oh. That just shows you how the emphasis of where a word falls when you say it changes up the rhythm of something. So, I shake it, I shake it, I shake it, I shake it. Breathing sounds. I think that is a vocal that's been sampled. Wow, it's like an alarm sound. Makes, oh, it kind kind of fills me with a fear, actually, that sound. It's the stuff of horror movies. Vocal effects. Clicks. I knew it was going to be that pattern. Megaphone effect. Back to what we had kind of in the intro, but different vocal effects. Let's just take a moment to appreciate that basically that song was about shaking it, but wow, did it pack a lot in. It's February 2017. I wonder what happened. Carrying on this kind of trap feel that we had in the previous track here. One kick drum. One. There's a lot of shuffling in this. Oh, not anymore. Dun dun dun, dun dun dun. I like this. And now our kick drum is really full to the floor. What? It's like a nursery rhyme. Can you hear how crisp and loud in the mix her vocal is versus that synth sound, which is so soft in the background? It really is like a lullaby. I'd love to know what she's saying. Wait, but did we ever find out what happened in February 2017? Let's try and find out. Ooh, this is quite a personal song, this one. I ripped it all apart. Sorry about Grammy night. Was flying out my mind. Honest. Tortured and drifting by. I only know what's good once I've lost it all. Don't we all? This is like this is an apology in a song. Okay, 2099. Back to Troy. Oof. Oof. Charlie, you're ahead of your time by approximately 80 years. This is futuristic. All those sounds, it's almost like dripping. Zoom, zoom. Yeah, there's a lot of watery sounding synths, not just in this song, but in previous songs as well on this record. Back to our bassy synths. Surround sound. I feel like I'm in Terminator. Truly uncomfortable listening. Dial tone. Reached Charlie's voicemail. Wow. Wow. Sonically, that record is insane. I mean, what is going on? I like it though. I mean, I do. I just am totally taken aback by a lot of the sounds that we have in this record that are really futuristic and, as I said, ahead of their time. And I feel like Charlie just has this vision and she's able to give us these pop songs that, you know, are radio friendly, but then she's not afraid to explore and go places that no pop artist has gone before. What do you guys think of this record? What's your favourite song from it? I think mine was that ballad. Was it Thoughts? I think it was that. I think that's my favourite. I also love White Mercedes. Obviously Gone. I love Gone. But yeah, of the ones that I didn't know, I think Thoughts is my favourite. Yeah, let me know what yours was, and if you enjoyed this video, please do hit that subscribe button, turn on the notifications, and you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Nina_Schofield, and I will see you guys very soon. Love you lots. Bye.